How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael. We're going to be speaking on the cancers for this reading. Alright, let's see what we got for the cancers. Alright, the first one we have for the cancers is fall apart. And this is a reference to sometimes you have to take a break in order to collect your thoughts. Such as like, I don't know if you guys notice, like every Sunday people like to take a day off or people like to just chill. And that's kind of a healthy situation because it allows you to, you need times in your day, at least in your day or throughout the week, sometime, right? Sometime within your situations, give yourself a break to kind of recollect your thoughts, see where you might can improve in, things like that. So it's okay sometimes to take a slight time. I won't say really take a whole day off because I know how you guys like to work, but I'm just gonna say take some time to yourself to just recollect your thoughts so that you can see your improvements, so that you can probably pull yourself together if you're falling apart, things like that, right? So that's where the fall apart phrase comes from, or at least for this situation. What else we have for the cancers? All right, we have independence, right? So independence can mean a few things, but the energies I'm picking up on independence at the moment. It's just more so going through with your life as kind of how can I put this? You're learning to develop soul independence, right? Spiritual independence, meaning like I don't know if you guys ever seen like you're gonna be picking up on energies like able to see things bigger than what it is. Okay, so I remember when I was working at a certain location. I'm not really going to disclose too much, but I saw bigger what everybody else saw around me, you know, because I opened my mind, you know, and when I did that, I was able to connect, like, because you know how you have like a manager, like in my position I had like a manager, right? But I also had other small managers, like small ranking managers that are not the big boss, but they run their own stuff. So instead of me going through my manager or the big manager, I was able to contact all the little managers and thereby giving my own independence as far as my hourly rate, right? I was able to look bigger than what it was and look for the whole situation versus just what people was giving me, and was able to make those moves. And that could be you as well, my cancers. It could be like you're finding independence in your own different ways. Thereby, like you're able to be independent in different ways. You know, I really want to try to express this because it's a serious topic, you know. And once you establish a mental independence, because it's really about mental state, right? Once you establish a mental way of being independent as far as financial situation goes, or even yourself, like your everyday needs, and just realizing that okay, I can try to do as much as I can on my own, and then you establish that is where you could be lead to. So wherever this could mean for you guys, it could mean for you guys. I just want to give you guys a couple different variations for independence, because it can be a subject that can actually go a lot further than if you just gotta think broad with it, right? Attune to the divine. Make sure you guys are connecting with your spiritual side, right? We have a society today where we're not taught to, you really can't be taught spirituality, right? It's got to be something that is learned, right? They say the best teacher is yourself, right? Because even though somebody might tell you something and you go through your own, you see things differently, right? You might see things from what somebody says. It's like a TV show, right? You see it on TV, but if you go through it, it's a whole different meaning behind it. So I feel like, just try to connect with your inner peace. Try to connect with your inner soul, your inner self, and just comes from going through experiences and, like I said, reflecting on them and realizing that, wait a minute. Because one thing about it, we will realize that, there's got to be some sort of higher power working in our favor, or, in the system, in our systems, because it's, when I say systems, it's about like our body and our energies, because it's like, you go back on all your situation, you're like, whoa, I made it out of her, I made it out of her. And yeah, people will say, well, I did it on my own, but nah, because if you look at the patterns, there was times where you could have failed, but you didn't for some miraculous reason, right? And it's can't be a coincidence, right? Because it's happened multiple times within our lives. So I just feel like you guys got to connect to your spiritual selves. What else we have for the cancers? All right, so we have shadows, right? So this could be indicating anything done in the dark will come to light, right? Also, don't be afraid of your inner shadows, right? If you've done something in the past and things like that, forgive yourself for it, right? Move past it, right? Move on. Other people might not forgive you for it, depending on how crazy it is. You might not forgive other people for their mistakes, depending on how crazy it is, but you have to understand that they also have to move on with their lives, and you have to move on with yours, right? Don't be afraid of your shadows. It is what it is. That's in your past. So also it could be a sign of leaving your past behind, right? So if, for an example, if you guys did something in the past, let it go. Like, keep moving, right? Because your shadow is behind you. So keep moving with that. If you guys doing anything in the dark, or people are doing things in the dark, saying things behind your back or whatever, don't worry about that, because it will come to light. Excuse me. So we also have be soft and listen, right? This goes back to the first card when it comes down to falling apart. You know, find that time within your day to just reflect on everything you've done, right? Just reflect on it, and that's really going to be it's going to be a good reflecting moment for you guys. We have fire chalice, right? So it's going to be a lot of light, right? Or you could be right now seeking a lot of light, or seeking a lot of lightening about yourself, right? This comes from more so wisdom. I would honestly say, like, I would always recommend, like, going on YouTube, listen to some wisdom quotes, or reading more, or if you're trying to really be enlightened by a lot of different things, there's many ways to see different things, mind you. There's not just one way. In this universe where there's many different ways. So if you want to be enlightened, because I'm picking up on fire, I think of light. If you want to be enlightened, make sure you're doing things that's going to enlighten yourself. Make sure you're doing things that you enjoy. And if you're not, how can we, like, in your situation, how can you start looking at things in not just a positive manner, right? Because, like, not all things in this world are positive, but more so, how can you use it, or use whatever situation you go through to enlighten you, to motivate you, to, you know, put you in a position to learn more and better yourself, right? What else we have for you guys for my Cancers? We have recharge your destiny. So this could be like on your spiritual side, right? Your spiritual connection. We often lose like that. Like I say, that childlike. I said this before. That childlike energy, not mentally. I have to say that because I feel like people get it twisted. Not childlike mentally, but the spirit, like hoping, like unicorns, rainbows, all of that stuff that children think about. We got to think of it as adults, not necessarily that specifically, but more so that anything's possible. Like if we sit there and we're trying to plan out our whole financial career, like, and then we're like, oh, you know, we stop believing that things can happen magically, and then it's like when we stop believing, then things just, it seems like nothing really happens magically. Therefore, it kind of stops us from even making that jump or making that move to try to win something magically. We just shut down. So I feel like we got to bring that spiritual side back. That spiritual side that anything can happen magically. We don't know what's to come. We just don't know. Let's see. All right, what's next for the Cancers? All right, and we have sack of kola nuts, right? A symbol of affluence, power, and abundance, the kola nut played a significant role in the economy of Ghana in the past and still contributes today, right? So you could be like contributing towards yourself or towards your peoples. I don't know what this might apply to. However, if those apply to you, contributing, or even traditionally contributing, as they say, it was used in Ghana in the past and it's still used today, right? So you could be a traditional contributor, like you could be maybe a family person now, or you're contributing. You could be contributing to yourself now. Just take it how you take it. I don't really know how how this would apply to you. I don't really know, like, specifically you as a person, but I can say that if you're, a contributor and you've been doing it traditionally, if it hasn't been working out for you, you might want to switch it up. Like if you've been giving, and you're not reciprocating they're not reciprocating even the energy of the good, and they're just giving you negative, then maybe you need to switch it up, right? But if it's been working out for you and you're able to seek out a lot of benefits from it, not just financial benefits, but more so, you know, conversational benefits, you're learning from this person, individual, then keep it going. It's clearly a tradition that's working for you, right? So I'm picking up on just contributing, right? Contributing to your family, your health, things like that. Even if, you know, if you see an honest person, you know, that needs help or whatever, and you guys have a little extra spare change, do your thing, right? Contribute, helps everybody eat, right? To your discrepancy, right? Of course, but that's it on that one. So says symbol of influence, power, and abundance. So yeah, that's a good note. When that can bring abundance and stuff like that. You give, and you shall receive. That's gonna finish up the reading for the Cancers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this reading. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. All of that good stuff that helps the channel grow and support the movement, right? Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on the next video. My name is Mike, if I haven't mentioned already, and I will see you guys soon.